Let's get this started. Welcome back to my stream. Actually, you know what? There's something that I should distinguish the stream with. No, it should be fine. We'll go start some music right now. And here we go. Last time when we checked in, let me put my tools away. Welcome back to my stream. Actually, you know what? There's something that I should distinguish the stream with. No. Last time we got the torso done. So that's the front with the GN particle condenser, the back that opens up for the GN drive. The GN drive also comes off. Which is pretty cool in itself. So we'll close that up real quick. Seems that I had a piece just come off just now and I don't know where this came from. Where did you come from, buddy? Oh, okay. Had a piece that came off of this part right here, which is the belt area. Which is really strange because you would think that there would be another piece that would fit in to that. But oh well, whatever, it's clever. But yes, everything fits into place. Like I said, GN particle condenser, the waist area, hip area, legs, both legs, everything is pretty much fully articulated. I've got the beam sabers there, positioned behind him where he grabs them in, and I'll have him stand over here for a little bit while we continue work. Let me get him to stand up. Good. Starcab. Welcome back, sir. Appreciate it. If you notice, I made you a mod in my channel, so I appreciate you being around and you sticking with me. Hope you don't mind. Hold on while I reset this. By the way, Starcab, is my music too loud or is it good? Is it? How about now? Is it better? It should be better from now. Perfect. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's get this started. Right now we're going to be working on the arms. Since we've got everything else all set up. I'm excited. I hope everybody else too. So we're going to start with a B10. B10. This is not a B. C1, B10. Ah, we've almost got one runner fully completed. So we're looking for a B10, which is this guy right here. How about now, Starcab? Still good? Yeah? Yeah, we're doing good right now. Is it too loud still, or are we good? Or I'm using different music for the stream today than what I usually use. Hello? Are we still? Yeah, I'm sure we. Starcat? Let me know if the music's still drowning me out or not, then if anything I'll swap it out for my old music. This is the internal pieces. Perfect. Alright. For a second there I was about to turn off my music. So this is going to be the right arm. You guys notice it's pretty articulated. The hand itself is ball jointed, so you can spin it around and move it around. There's a little joint right here for the elbow. Let's see, what else do we have here? And for the shoulder, at least for where it attaches, it spins around. I don't know what else, but it does other things, I'm sure. Alright, so that's B10. And the next one, oh yeah, and the elbow bends also, of course. Oh, there's a little mechanism right there that makes it move. Oh, good. Yeah, there's always going to be some delay when it comes to streaming. So that's B10, and we're good on that. A and B. That's going to be. I don't understand what this is saying. It says side B change, insert fully into the groove. There is a possibility that the armor will not slide if you don't. And then front 90 degrees, and that's just an A. Straight up A. I don't understand what it means by A, considering everything is numbered. Oh, they're stickers. That's fine, we're not going to need those yet. Okay, so we're good to go. So the next part is going to be a C115. C115, C115. C115. This is not a C. This is the C115. Alright. C115. Alright, where's the C115? Perfect. This looks like it's part of the structure also. But it's probably a moving piece of the structure. So we have to be very, very careful about cutting, just in case this is a feature piece. Or a showpiece. And just for everybody that's new to my channel, I am building a real grade Gundam 00 Exia from the first season of the series. This is not the 00 Riser or the Conti. Might have cut that a little closer. It's okay, we'll sand that. Now we'll file it. And this is a real grade, so it's the grade between the high grade and the master grade. High grade is the lowest model that you can get. Well, it's not the lowest version of the models you can get, but it's their base model, their base versions over at Bandai. Then real grade, then comes master grade. Master grade is a 1/100 scale, and it has an internal skeleton that you have to build, or an internal frame structure that you have to usually build. It's very, very well articulated, much more articulated than the high grade. And a few years back they released this, which is the real grade. The real grade is in between the high grade and the master grade. The real grades are, let me just get this put together here real quick. Alright. The real grades are in between the master grade and the high grade, where it does have an internal frame structure, as you can tell right here, as you can see. And which makes it more articulated, but it has the size of a high grade, which is 1/144 scale. So size of a high grade, articulation and detail of a master grade. I decided to choose this because it's still a good starter system. Starter model, but at the same time complicated enough that I'm not going to be doing a high grade where, you know, there's nothing wrong with people that want to do a high grade, nothing wrong with that at all. It's just I have done Gundam models before. It's been a long time, but I have. And I feel that, you know, I've done enough of those. Okay, I see what you're getting at. So this is, so that's okay, that's good. And then we're turning that 90 degrees. And then from that, we're gonna turn this. Okay, and this will be part of this side. And it should fit right here. I don't know if it's supposed to snap on, but that's where it's supposed to fit. It looks like it fits pretty good. Wow, the arms are really complicated, it seems. So that's because it can't fit anywhere else, and it's not going to go in here. Nope, it's not, because this covers the arm. Alright, we're good. It comes off, but we're good to go on that one. Now we're looking for a C13. Pardon my chair, guys. It keeps moving down. C13 and a D113. Let's go look for the C13 first. C13. This is a transparent, please. Okay. Got to be very careful with these because this is definitely a showpiece. And most likely, if not for sure, oh god, I hate that when it just bends right off. We are going to have to file it down, especially if the piece just bends right off the runner. Then we definitely have to file it down just to get rid of that stress mark, because the stress mark is a little white bit that where the plastic is stressed from being bent, being cut too close, and filing it down relieves that stress mark. Alright, so we're going C1, and this is going to be in the round area. This is so strange the way this works. That's the arm, then that means it sticks out to here. Okay, I get you. Okay, first we need to blow some excess off because this is transparent. Okay, and it snaps on right there so you guys can see the condenser. It looks like a little gem. The new gift series are, oh no, I have not. I've been meaning to. That's season 2 or season 3, right? I've been meaning to, I just haven't gotten caught up yet. I will though, I'm pretty sure I will. D13. Yeah, it's something that it came out in this season, right? I have not gotten to watch that yet. I actually ended up taking a nap earlier. I fell asleep for a while because, well, I've been tired. I did not go to sleep last night at 3 o'clock. We're looking for a D113. But almost everything else I'm caught up on. D113. Again, we could. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why I'm like doing all the stuff that I'm doing, which is filing and being very, very careful about the way I cut, and being organized and being really careful about everything. It's because I am creating a showpiece as opposed to, you know, just a regular model. This is definitely something that's going to go into a display case somewhere, most likely mine, once I get a display case. And it's something that I want my work to show. I want people to see that, you know, time was spent on this, proper time. Now getting to shaving. That, yeah, proper amount of time was spent making sure that this model came out as perfect as it can possibly come out. So I'm using all of these techniques that a lot of very, very good, much better than me modelers use in order for me to come out with the best quality pieces. So yeah, and actually, you know what, I thought about it, you know, once the stream gets bigger and we have more people in here, I might, you know, give this away as a contest prize. And if you guys are, you know, gonna get a contest prize, then I'm assuming that you want something good. Cost is one thing when you actually buy the piece, but it's another thing when somebody puts in the time and the effort to make it better. And oh, you haven't watched it yet? Yeah, neither have I, Starcab. I have not watched it yet at all, so I have no idea. It should be. It's Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell has never really failed to impress. All right. What's going on with my music now? Oh, okay. Well, part of it was whatchamacallit, copyrighted, so they shut it down. I swear I feel like I'm missing something, but I know I'm not. Wait a minute. Oh, it's supposed to snap to place. There you go. That's why. I was wondering why it wouldn't just stay there, but no, it stays. So yes, now we've got a good front of the forearm. Good to go. For the right arm. You guys see the condenser? It's like a little jewel. That's the arm right there. That's good. Okay. So I feel better about that. So now we're looking for a D144 and a D145. D144 and D145. So tell me straight, I won't go. This is our time now, I'm sure. Make no mistake that we are closer than we're far. D144, D145. Alright. Again, very, very closely, very, very carefully. See, one of the reasons why you have to cut far, and you have to cut really deep into the runner, or far away from the piece, is because you don't want to accidentally cut off a piece that you need, because a lot of the pieces are similar. Some of the pieces where it connects are similar to the connection to the runner, right? And you don't want to accidentally cut something that you need or something that's part of the model, right? Well, that's actually pretty good. There's not much really to do on this. Alright. That's 44 and this is D145. I'm just happy we're doing arms. Jeez. The first night we did 3 hours just on the legs. It's been a long time since I built a model, so. Yep, it's been a long time since I built a model, so I took my time just making sure that I was reacclimated to everything, and that was just the right leg. And here we are. Second night, got the left leg and some of the torso done. And now here we are. We got the torso, both legs put together. And now we're working on a forearm. And plus, you know, I was getting used to streaming a model, building a model instead of streaming a game also. So this is the 44, which goes out here. This is the 45, which goes out to here. Alright, that's about the good shoulder bit right there. That's the piece we just built. Do you think a prequel? No, yeah, that's what I think also. But this is like the second season of the prequel, right? Starcat. Sorry, I didn't get to see that till just now. And then D124. Yeah, the other night when I first started, I was pretty much filing and buffing everything. And I realized there's some parts that I don't even need to file. It just depends on what it looks like. And I just have to have a keen eye on what everything looks like. And then I file and or buff if necessary. And filing is just mostly to get rid of excess plastic. Sometimes you have to shave everything too. Like this bit needs to be shaved because it's a little bit too raised. Then file. So yeah, I was shaving with a blade, filing with a file, and then buffing with a buffer every single piece. This time I actually have to buff it. Because we want to get that shine back in there. Because this is a little bit too rough for the file. Okay, so we got that piece. This is the back piece for the condenser. So the condenser is right there, and we're creating a back piece for it. And so we've got a back piece. There you go. Our arm is starting to come together. This is going to be... This is the right arm. Yeah, this is the right arm. Weird how the placement of this works. If this is the right arm, then I've got the wrong hand on it. Oh no, I do have the right hand on it. Yeah, I do. That's right. It's just a weird position of the arm, the hand. Okay, so that's what we have so far. And now we are doing D111. First we're doing the E1. E2. Alright. Let's do the Ds just in case. D111, D112. This is the 11. This is the 12. Definitely need to file this down. And even then, ladies and gentlemen, after I do all this, after I put everything together, then we're going to go through decals. And once we go through decals, we're going to go through panel lining. And you'll see how that works. Panel lining is a whole different monster in itself. A lot of these models, to make them pop, has these lines. Let me show you actually. Let me get my instruction booklet out. I'll show you how this works, or how this looks. So if you notice on the instruction booklet, on the top of his head below the cam area is this black line right there, that black line. That actually does not exist on the model itself, that black line. That's panel lining, and that's where panel lining comes from. There's special pens that you have to use that will create that effect where it looks like there's a separation between the armor panels, and it just gives it a little bit of a finish that way. A little bit of a better, you know, finish, and a little bit more realism than... Actually, let me move my cam a little bit. A bit more finish, what we're looking for. That's D111, this is D112. Alright. This definitely needs a bit of filing. Good bit. Because I think I might have cut too close, way too close. Okay. That's second part, and there's a third piece right here that needs to be filed down. Alright, so D111 is going to be here. The top of the forearm piece. And this part right here is going to be, let me take the hand off, the base of the arm. And it's pretty posable, that's good. And then now we're looking for an E2. So now we've got a bit of a completed forearm. This is a bicep right there, and this is the forearm, the condenser right there. And this is the fist. Then we're gonna put the fist armor on. The back plate for the fist, which is E2. E2. Alright, let's file this down. This one actually doesn't really need too much filing. It's cut pretty close, but not too close actually. Not too much filing. This is the back plate. Should snap right in. Actually, let me take this bit out. Let me take the fist off. And there you go. Let's plug it in first. So now we have the back plate, which is actually an off-white to the fist. Very articulated ball joint system. Condenser and whatnot, so that works. That fits fine. And that would be the right arm. Oh, a lot easier and faster than I thought it would be. Alright, and now we're going to be building the left arm, which is going to be essentially the same. So right arm, we'll keep it right here. Right arm. Perfect. Okay, so that's the right arm. We're now making the left arm. So we will need a B9. B9. Oopsie. B9. We're going to go through the same process that we did on the right arm. Now that we know which pieces are going to show and which pieces are not, then we know where to cut, exactly where to cut, and why we're cutting them, and which parts are show pieces and which parts are not. We will file this part down. that piece right there, we're gonna have to spin it, bend it this way. Okay, that's good. And now we're looking for the C114. C114. Let's go get the C114 down. So C114, this is going to be the back of the arm. We've done this already in for the right arm, so we're going to go quicker than we did on the right arm, since we know where everything goes now. Oh, I hate that. I will have to file that down. Hate it when a piece bends off instead of being cut off. I feel like I don't have the control that I'm supposed to have. Filing it down, getting that stress mark off. Alright, that's that piece right there. Not much to it. So we're putting this as the back piece of the arm. Oh no, this part of the arm. I remember it clicks in. Clicks in. This is going to be the left arm. The back part. So now we're looking for, let's see, the C13. I remember this piece, C13. This is the condenser or the gem. You gotta be super careful about this because this piece is a show piece or a gimmick piece. So we definitely have to, at the very least, file it down. Just to get rid of the stress marks from being cut. Right? Not only that, we have to make sure the bottom is clean. So when we snap it on, that it's not full of little imperfections. Alright, so this will go right there. Once we get the armor piece, it'll look better. But yeah, that's the GN particle condenser. Do I order my kits online or do I go to a store? I do go to a store. There's a store over here in Southern California called Neo Happy Land in Chinatown in LA. And that's the store I go to. Very, very small place. Very good place to go to. It's run by an old man and an old woman, old married couple. You know, so they're cool people. They they surprisingly know what you want. Really good customer service, very, very straightforward. So, yeah, it's a good place to go. What's going on, D-Mock? But yeah, it's called Neo Happy Land here in LA, and that's where I got this model from, and that's where, and all my tools, and that's pretty much where I'm going to be getting all of the rest of my tools and the rest of my models for future use, which will probably be sometime this week. So I'm going to keep continuing to build these things. I have a good idea of what I'm building next, but that'll be a surprise. D213. I'll leave that part to the unboxing of the next bit that we're building, or the next piece we're building. D213. You know what? I should take a drink of my drink. I've been parched all day. All day. Take a quick drink here. You live in the UK? There's a couple of good places to buy your models, DMOC. I'm sure you already know them. Amazon's pretty good, of course. Gundam Planet is a good. GundamPlanet.com is a good place. HobbyLink is pretty good too. What others? There's a few others that I've seen. But yeah, as long as Bandai and you know the grade that you want, then you should be good to go. It's gonna give you the same thing. Oh, let me. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna vape real quick. For those of you guys that don't know, this is a vape. This is what I use. So if you guys see me blowing a bunch of smoke all over the place, it's not actually smoke. It's just vapor I'm smoking. It's a good replacement for smoking cigarettes, which I used to do. Yeah, DMOC, check it out. Go online. That's how I found Neo Happy Land. I just used Yelp. I don't know if you guys have Yelp there in the UK. But here we have something called Yelp, and I went to Yelp and I just looked for Gundam, and it showed me a bunch of model places, and sure enough, one of the closest ones is Neo Happy Land, which is really cool because typically you'd find a store like that, like in the middle of a Japantown, a store with that many gunpla, that much, and with tools and all that. It's usually something that you would find like in the middle of a Japantown, or like a hold on here, or an off-brand, or a shop that you just find in the corner, just a random shop. But no. Neo Happy Land in the middle of Chinatown, run by an old couple. It's there's a great dim sum restaurant above that my wife and I went to right after. She loved it. I thought it was good too. There's a couple of dim sum places that we go to, and I guess it's just different. The dim sums there is just different. The environment's different. It seems more authentic though. I'll give them that. Yeah, StarCab has a good idea. Anime cons in the UK, that's actually really good places. I've been to a couple of cons here in LA, and there's usually somebody or a group of somebodies or a bunch of somebodies that have tables and they're selling Gundams right on the spot, and their prices are usually pretty good. If not, you can usually haggle them down a bit for the prices, because this piece cost me $30, 30 American dollars. I don't know how much that is in pounds or euros, but I don't even know what the UK uses. Somewhere miles away, like half a day away. Wow, that is a long drive, my friend. That is a very long drive. Alright, so we got the gem, we got this. So now we put this. Make sure everything's clean. Good to go. So now we've got the front of the forearm with the GN condenser and the armor for the left arm. Alright, so we're gonna go to D142 and D143. D142 and D143. You found a shop in London, so you're close to London, right? There you go. London's a you know, a fairly large city. I would be surprised if you couldn't find one there. If not the main city. Need to go find StarCab. Where are you at? Good for, well, yeah, you know what? Use Yelp. Yelp is a good resource. I swear by it. I use Yelp all the time. I don't know how it is in different parts of the country, but here in LA, it's actually really good to use Yelp. Really convenient. Of course, the best pub would be in Northern California, around the San Jose area, mainly because there's a lot of Vietnamese people there, so they have a lot of good pho. San Francisco, of course, is good too. I just find it to be better. It might be a personal preference thing, but when it comes to Asian food of any kind, I find it better. I'm originally from San Francisco, and I live in Southern California now. Oh, you live in Florida. Well, yeah, use Yelp. Who knows? Yelp.com. Who knows? It might give you some place good that you've never seen before. And usually, you know, if it's going to be like a hole in the wall place, it's always better. But you know, that's usually the case for a lot of food places, right? If it's like a hole in a wall place, it's usually pretty good. Alright, so now we're gonna put this piece on. So with this being there, this is gonna go 42 and 43. So that means this goes here. And then the front part of the bicep, this is actually the bicep armor. There you go, we've got a bicep. And now we're gonna go to the front of the forearm, D123. You notice we're not doing much filing right now because I've been lucky. I've been lucky with some of the cuts I've been making. And it looks like my luck ran out just now. I will have to do some filing, if not some shaving on this piece. Yep, definitely some shaving. Good. Spoke too soon there. Jinxed myself. More pricey than ordering from Japan. I think I found a decent place in the UK. Well, typically you'll find them for about 25 to 30, right? Depending on which model it is. When it comes to the real grades, 25 to 30 is what you're looking at in dollars. That's in dollars. I don't know what the conversion is, but it's 25 to 30 for dollars for real grade pieces, real grade models. And there you go. We've got that bit of the arm. And now we're gonna go look for a D211 and D212. D211 and D212. We're almost finished with this one. Oh, by the way, DMOC, just in case, I made you a mod for my channel, so go ahead and look up whatever your permissions are for being a mod. But now you're able to do a lot of stuff, and You're also able to use Nightbot, which is what I use for a bot in this room. Both you and StarCap are now mods for my stream. And that is mainly because I appreciate you guys being here every single time. Really, really appreciate it. Not only that, you seem like really, really cool people. Now, what we're gonna do is, what the mission is, to get more people to talk to us, right? There's 3 of us right now. Let's try to make this a foursome. Alright, alright. We don't want, like, you know, an inordinate, and I never pronounce that, inordinate amount of people, like, chatting at the same time, because it's going to be harder to track that. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why you guys are mods, to help me track everything in the future if we do get big. But also, you know, it's good to have more people to talk to. It's like having a group of friends, right? So you guys are a really great couple of friends. Hope you guys are having a drink for me, because I can't. But it's like having a chat with friends while you're doing something productive at the same time. I actually love that part of streaming, because if not, I'd just be doing this by myself in my little area here. And the peace and quiet's good, but sometimes you just want to talk to people. Alright, so this is going to be this bit right here. Let me take the hand off. Unless I'm putting it in wrong. Alright, that works out just fine. Let's go put the hand back in. Alright, so now we've got the wrist armor all set. Let's go put the bicep piece on. The front end of the bicep. And that's upside down, but this time we're going to put it in the right way. Which guy, StarCab? Except for the guy that I saw. You mean on stream, right? The only one I've seen so far building Gunpla on stream is somebody I saw from yesterday. Oh my god, I've been putting it in the wrong place. Was building a high grade. That's a bicep piece. I might have bent it out of shape a little bit, so I'm rebending it back in place. Good. And now we're looking for the back plate for the fist, which is going to be an E2. Model Club, but stop going. They meet 2 times a month. First meet was club affairs. Really? That sounds really cool. You know what? I bet you money there's probably like clubs down here where I'm from. that do this also. It'd be a great place to showcase, you know, these things that these things. A great place to showcase. E2. The second was building and not really chatted. He built was 3 hours. Did he finish it in 3 hours? E2. That's weird. That's E1. E2. Oh, there's another E. I have another E. He built it in 3 hours, huh? Was it what grade was it? Because if he built a real grade in 3 hours, well, especially if he's taking the amount of care that I'm taking, that's very impressive. I'm actually impressed, and I actually want to learn from him. Teach me, senpai. And we've got a fully assembled left arm. Again, condenser, forearm, condenser gem, wrist, bicep cover, bicep armor, shoulder cover, shoulder armor. And it looks like we get to put them together. Yeah! What do you know? So it's a matter of turning it, and then there you go. I am excited. Okay. Just double checking if there's a special way to do this before we snap this on. There's anything about assembly, you don't want to put it in the wrong way. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Second was building, no real chatted. Oh, I see. You're talking about the meeting. We could only stay in a building, work for 3 hours building. Oh wow, that sounds really cool, but yes. Okay, so that's good. There's something different about.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound.
I see.
It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
There's a special way to put it. I see, I see. For a second there. And it looks like the forearm piece or the arm piece that I put in earlier is in the wrong place. No, it's not. It's in the right place.
Silhouettes of you used to haunt my dreams. Nightmares
Alright. That took a little bit more work than I thought it would.
and my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm a storm that's taking.
I have a feeling that there's something wrong. But everything seems right in place. Nope, everything looks right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. Military kits, and it was a fair drive to get to the club. There was one model place in my town, but it only sells Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer's very, very big everywhere. Alright guys, so now we have a standing torso, arms, you guys can't tell the pose, but it's a very, very triumphant pose he's making. Very triumphant pose. We'll keep him over here. Am I gonna make any more DMOC? Yes, yes. I'm actually gonna make my channel more of a model maker channel. I'm going to be spending a lot more time on creative than I am on games. I am still going to stream games here and there every once in a while when, you know, the mood hits me, but this is mainly going to be models. I'm going to start off with a bunch of real grades. I have another real grade planned after this. We're nowhere near done. I mean, we've got the legs put in, the torso put in, the arms put in. We're probably going to be working a little bit on actually it says that we're going to be working on the shoulders right now, but even then it's going to be something that, you know, I'm going to continue to do from here. I am definitely going to continue doing this. I'm enjoying myself a lot. Not going to lie, I am enjoying myself more than streaming games right now. And these are holographic pieces. I don't know if I should put that in yet. Let's see what else it looks like first. So we're going to work on the right shoulder. So you'll see me a lot more on creative. You'll see me a lot more building these things. And eventually I plan to have a display case full of them. I'm actually thinking about like taking them to work and put them on my desk for now, because I don't have any space in my house. to make a display case. Plus, you know, I don't have enough of them for a display case. But, you know, it's definitely something that I want to do. So right now, it looks like it wants us to... That's funny, I've never put together the top piece. The torso. That's a lot of vapor. Awesome, sweet. Was my friends. Full and autocorrect to Weebo-some. Alright, so actually there's a piece that we missed out on this. Is the A14. There's a couple of pieces that we missed on the torso that we're going to correct right now. They're very, very simple. They're fins, so yellow fins. That's not going to need any sanding or shaving. This might. But yes, I'm already planning out my next build. Let's put it that way. Already planning out my next build. I am going to be spending a lot of time here in creative. Definitely gonna have to file that down. I guess it's good that we're putting this in right now because there's a lot of manhandling that I had to do to put the arms in. Alright, so let's put this in. Oops. Where did it go? Woo! Almost lost a fin. There you go. A master grade? Yes, definitely. I plan to make, you know, when I run out of because you know it's still a preference, right? Even if I'm building like, you know, real grades and master grades, there's still a preference on what you want to build. And there's certain real grades that I know, you know, I'm not really going to be interested in building. So I'll go through all the real grades that I want to build, and these are the fins, folks. And they fold in and out. That's something that we missed from last time. There you go. And yeah, I got to see someone work with Legos today in creative. Really? I would have loved to see that. That's a really, really good idea, is to work with some Legos. And DMOC, yeah, you know what? It's actually not. Webcams are not that expensive anymore. My webcam right now is a Logitech C190. It records in or it plays in HD 1080p, and I think you can get it for less than $50 now. It was a lot more expensive when I first bought it, but yeah, it's you know, all of the stuff's been upgraded, so. Alright, so we got that. We're gonna do the shoulder, so that's an A132. He made a mech from scratch. That is amazeballs. That is amazeballs. A32. I wish I had that kind of creativity, yeah? That is amazing that he made one from scratch. No plans or anything like that. I mean, I used to do that stuff when I was a kid, where I would make like little submarines for the bath and stuff. myself for little spaceships because I'd lost the instructions to everything. Because, you know, child. And, let's see. Oh, that is where it would go. So we want the holographic piece. Yes, because I was a child. I lost everything all the time, so I was left to my devices when it came to Legos. Guys, there are some holographic pieces to this model, and some of them have to be put on. Some of them have to be put on pre-build. Majority of them can be put on post-build, but this is pre-build. Alright. Oh gosh. God damn it. Don't tell me this is gonna be the bane of my existence. Nope, it's not. No, it's not. Yes. Ha 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 ha. You worked. You go. Alright, so that's... Oh, my music went away. Oh no, it didn't. So that's an A1 32, an A1 31, and an F7. Oh, digital Legos. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those things are pretty cool. A friend of mine showed me how that works, where you actually build stuff in on the web in digital form, or there's like some kind of software. At which point, once you're done, you can actually send that to Lego, and they'll send you the set that you built and all the pieces. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was very cool, actually. Wait a minute, did I even file anything down on this? I should. Oh, cool. Links. I love links. Unless it's like spam links. Oh, cool. These are things that you built? Sarkab, you're a creative person, my friend. Wow, the hands. These hands are really, really sick. Sick as in good. Okay. Yeah, you're a very creative person, sir. It's sad that I'm discovering that I love doing this. Like, not late necessarily, but you know, I could have done a lot more in previous years. Alright, let's see. Stress marks, stress marks. No stress marks. We don't want any stress marks. That's why we filed them down and away. Alright. And we also need an F7. F7, F7. F7. Haha, Fs. It's getting harder and harder to keep track of these. Well, not keep track of, but arrange these runners, but I'll be better next time about them. F7. So that means that we're going to be going around here, and this is an F7. And this is just a structural piece. so we're not going to need to do any filing. Just very carefully cutting. 5 years ago or so. Oh, I started making them years ago, but I stopped for a long time. Long time. So this is gonna go. Hopefully I'm putting this the right way, 'cause I have a feeling this is gonna affect the piece in a big way. Ah, yes, I am attaching it right. Good. For a second there I was really scared, actually, that I was attaching it the wrong way. Everything snaps right on. We need to buff this area. You want to be a modern Renaissance man? Join the club, my friend. Join the club. Jack of all trades, master of none. That's what I am. That is the ugliest part of this whole entire model that I've created so far. The stress marks. Even buffing won't take it out right now.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop.
Actually, I think we can get it buffed out pretty good. Lego Gundam. I'm gonna go buy some paint later for my Warmer Armor model. What time is it over there, Demon? I'm assuming it's pretty late or pretty early in the morning. Huh. That worked out pretty well. That buffing. That buffing. Looks like we're looking for an A18. A D16. A18. Oh, dropped one. A18. And a D16. D16. 5:41 a.m. Wow. Wow. Thank you then. You know what? I should really thank you a lot then. You're staying here with me and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. That's some crazy stuff, my friend. Crazy stuff. Well, like I said, I really do appreciate you being here with me then. And Florida, that's late too, isn't it? Starcat, you guys are both here really late. You guys are just sitting here watching me, and this is possibly one of the more boring streams in creative. And you guys are actually watching me. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys definitely deserve those mod titles then. But don't feel obligated just in case, you know. I know, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, don't feel obligated just in case. If you guys are tired, you guys want to go to sleep, then, you know, I can't blame you. You guys are coming from like really like late time zones, or early time zones, I should say. That's something we can buff out later. This one definitely needs to go away. That little bit right there needs to go away. It's good. And this fits right on top. So I guess I shouldn't feel bad about that ugly piece that I made earlier. Because we got a piece right here that fits right on top of everything. Which should snap right on, but it hates me right now. It hates me. This thing does not like me at all. Ah! Now if I can get... Yep. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of buffing later on down the line. Anime chatting about those topics, so win-win. Yeah, we do have a lot of good conversations in here, don't we? About anime and model building, so... Understood, understood. What link are we talking about here, Demon? Sorry. This is going to be this bit right here. Alright, we've finished with that page. Oh, we need an E6. I know exactly what we're talking about here. Yep. This is a spot for one of the blades. Games Workshop. There's actually a let's see, maybe like model, maybe your Twitch description add an animation. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's a good idea. That is a good idea, StarCap. I'm gonna do that definitely. And DMOC, there's actually a Games Workshop near me. Space Marine Land Raider. Wow. See, that's why I'm telling you, Warhammer models trump the hell out of a lot of Gunpla, right? But then again, you know, I don't know if it's built that way. I mean, you can get Gunpla to look like that. You can. But it just looks so... I don't know what the word I want to use here. It just looks so imposing. Alright, so this is going to be the back piece to this. So it's just a matter of D12. D12. Alright, so we need a D12. Wow, what is this for? Why would they even want me to put a piece like this here? Alright. D1. Looks like my browser just crashed. That's what someone painted. There's 3 different coats of paint. Wow. Okay, looks like alright. Looks like we're good. Alright, so this piece is going to be for the front is this, and this is for okay, this piece. Okay. And I know exactly what that's for. I know exactly what that's for. Okay, so that goes there. And we cover that up. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. It's for the holographic piece. Let's set the hologram piece in place. In times like this, I feel I should have used tweezers. That works for me. That definitely works for me. And this snaps on right there. And we've got the right shoulder piece. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a right shoulder piece. Yay! Let me see. Oh, yeah. That is a cool MS tank. That's 2 barrels. That's a Zaku in the back. That's very cool, bud. Very, very cool. Alright, guys, we've got a right shoulder. It's time for us to work on the left shoulder. So 833. Coming down the line here. That's what we're doing. Just to make sure this is A33. Ouch, I just snapped my thumb with the clippers. Since we know for a fact this is going to be a bottom piece, we really don't need to do anything crazy with it. And it's a piece that's not going to show. So we're going to need another holographic piece. There. Alright, that works for me. We need an F7 and 830. The other half. Let me get to your link in a second there, D-Mock. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Maybe I'll get into those, like little off non-Gundam Gunpla. Oh shucks. I shaved that right off. It's a good thing it's an inner piece. There's a part that I shaved right off. That is the first big mistake that I've made. At least big to me. And I will definitely have to file that off. It's a good thing this piece is not going to show. Okay, good. Did my music crash again? Nope, we're good. And now we need an F7. Yeah, cut too much off, but it's a piece that we can sacrifice, which is fine. Which is completely fine. It's a piece that's not going to show up. It's not going to show up in the front. It's not a show part. So we can live with it. I just had to file it down just to at least make it look like it's not so stressed out, because since I cut like such a big part off, there's such a big stress mark. Alright, so put this in place, put that over there. This right here. Be a good boy and go in place. Go to your home. That fits pretty perfectly. Alright, so now we need the D26. Do we have any more D26s over here on this side? Nope. Oh, it has to be on here. Yep, D26. Clean up my work area a bit. Again, the part that sticks out is this one. Come on, snap in. Come on, be good. There you go. And we just need an E6. How many blades does this thing have, for the love of Pete? E6. I know there's 7 swords. Have I done 7 swords already? That's 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be 4. Okay, so it's 4 so far. Means there's 3 left. Definitely gonna have to file that down. That looks good. That looks very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, okay, there's part of it that needs to be filed down also. The other side. Alright. There you go. And now we need the top piece, which is an A19. we're doing pretty good here. A19, A19. Doing very good at that. I need a drink real quick. And a quick vape. All right. Let's get this piece. Don't want to mess up on this. This is a show piece, show part. I think I've been impatient the past few times. Which has caused me some mistakes. Mistakes that we can't afford. For pieces like this. Alright, we need to snap this on. Snap. It's supposed to just pop right in there. Oh. And the back part. Oops. Yep. There you go. Got that part down. Now we need a D22. Okay. D22. D1, D2, 2. Okay, perfect. And this is the last part of this runner. This runner is complete. Oh no, there's one more. Dang, for a second there I got happy. We got to be very careful with this. This is a show piece, a show part. And we want it to look up. Okay, good. Then we want this to go in here. The holographic piece goes in here if it would just cooperate. And it did. Then this goes here. Cool. Again, this snaps back in place, and this part snaps in place also. And we've got 2 shoulder pieces. Wow, this is looking really good. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Sergeant Funny Bunnies. Actually, I will. I'm in a situation right now where it's been about 10 years or so since I built my last Gunpla, and I figured it's something I wanted to get back into. I've been streaming games here on Twitch for a little while now. I know there's not too much on my channel because this is a new name. I saw creative, and since creative, thank you very much, Sergeant Funny Bunnies. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you like my stream, and I'm glad that I entertain you. But yeah, I'm almost finished with this one, and I figured, you know, it's something I want to get back into, something relaxing. And also I saw on Twitch that they now have a creative channel, and I thought, wow, would it be great to actually stream something I'm about to start. So I got back into it, and I'm doing a real grade Exia from Gundam 00. and I don't know how much you know about Gundams or the grades and whatnot, but I'd be more than happy to explain everything. But yes, yes, after I do my Exia here, I'm moving on to another one. I have a new project that I actually already have planned to do after this one. So yes, I'm very excited. We're actually coming down the line of where we're at right here. So I'm gonna do one more part that's very important, and after that we'll go out for the night. Am I gonna do a master grade? Right now I'm gonna work on real grades. I love the real grades because they're the size of the oh my god, now I can't remember what they're called. The high grades. They're the size of the high grades, but with the posability and complication of the master grades, and also the detail of the master grades. And I find that really appealing. And plus, you know, I already started with the real grade anyway. It's something I've been planning for a while. But I eventually want to do master grades, right? Once what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bunch of real grades from the Gundam models that I want from the real grades, because, you know, they have different ones. They don't have just all, you know, they don't have the whole set of the O's and, you know, the whole set of the RX-78s and whatnot. So I'm going to build a few of them that I like, and then after that I'm going to move to master grade. Yes, yes. I feel exactly the same way you do. Sorry about that. So yeah, eventually, yeah, I want to move to master grades and build a bunch of those, and then eventually move to perfect grades. But that's according to how much money I have, right? Because the perfect grades are very expensive. So right now, real grades, good price, good detail, a lot more detail than the high grades. But you know, the insanity of master grades, or at least the partial insanity of master grades. So thank you very much again for following. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I get to entertain you a little bit more. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to build the head unit. And from the looks of it, it looks really complicated. Yeah, let's go. So, all right, the first part is we're gonna need the D130. Actually, before we start this, I'm just gonna take a little bit of celebration. I'm gonna do this, do that. Yes. Very happy. Same here, Sergeant Funny Bunnies. It's way above my budget right now. Or else I probably would have started with that. And plus, if I'm gonna build more of them, and I don't want to start off with something expensive and then have to build a bunch of other perfect grades after that, let's start with something reasonable. Real grades. So, celebration. Alright, let's start off with a D130. D130. Let's do this. Let us do this. And the D130 is... Wow, that is the mouthguard. We're starting with the mouthguard immediately. That's the D130 and the A5. And the rear part of the mouthguard. And a C119. C119. Where would you be? C119. Oh, C19. I'm sorry. We're gonna go for a C19, which is the back plating, the full back plating of the mouthguard. Woo! Tiny pieces. We cannot afford to mess this up. Definitely cannot afford to mess this up. And we will need to use tweezers for this one. What did I do with my tweezers? Yes, exactly what StarCap said. Oh, you don't have the time? I'm assuming that you probably have. Me, this is the only time in the day where I get to be, well, not necessarily alone because I have you guys, but this is the only time in my day I get to actually just do something on my own. I have a wife and kids and a full-time job, so this is the only time in my day. That is a tiny piece. I don't know if you guys can even see how absolutely tiny that mouth guard is. Again, here we are on a very, very, very small piece. And it's red, and I hate that because the stress pieces on the red parts are very, very visible. We have to be extremely careful. We're gonna do a little bit of filing, just a little tiny bit of filing. Just to get rid of excess plastic. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where it gets dangerous. Because you don't want to file too much off, you don't want to cause stretch marks. You don't want to cause any unnecessary problems just from filing. And again, another tiny piece. I don't know if you guys can see. That is incredibly small. And the last part, which is more or less the chin area or the back plate. Oh, gotta be so careful. So much stress. We're definitely gonna have to file this a little bit. At least this one I don't have to use tweezers for to file. Just like every other small part that I've dealt with so far. Let's see, work and stuff, school work. I could do it, but it'd take forever. Hey, nothing wrong with taking forever. There's nothing wrong with. I mean, this one is taking me 3 days, yes, but that's 3 days worth of streaming. The first night I streamed for 3 hours. The second day I streamed for an hour, then 2 hours, and this time I streamed for an hour or two, and here I am. So and I feel like I'm rushing, actually. I feel like I'm rushing. But you know what? It is actually absolutely relaxing to do this, and at the same time it's great to do this on stream because I have people to talk to. So now let's put this whole thing together. Alright. Oh my god. Almost lost it there for a second. Alright, so we got that piece, and it's got to be tight because there's a little part that plugs in to the back plate, and it fits perfectly, and we pray and we hope, and it fits perfectly. Ah, drop it. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the front of the face. I wish I could do it without my light like going crazy on it. And I don't want to lose any bits in my keyboard because it is small enough that I'll lose parts of my keyboard. Oh, that looks good. You'll see it better when I actually show you guys the head. This is the disadvantage of real grades, right? So tiny, so tiny, so tiny, so tiny. Alright, so we're now looking at I see. We're looking at C111, C11, and C110. C11. Let's go look at the C's first. C11, C110, C111. C11. Oh my. Looks like we're working on the visor now. This is the C11. Oof, that's woo. C110 and C111. That's C111. But yes, Sergeant Funny Bunny, do what you know, whatever you need to do is what you need to do. If you don't have time, or you know, you don't feel you're able to put in the kind of time, then shit, there's no problem with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Definitely gonna have to file that down. We're now working on the visor, ladies and gentlemen. Now working on the visor. Whew. Right, and then this is a C110. So we're working on the visor and the actual cranial structure. Oh shit, sounding like a doctor. And we will definitely need to file off some of this. If anything, just to make it flush. So any parts that need to come in will come in perfectly also. Well, any parts that need to connect will connect perfectly. Definitely need to file that down. Alright, good. So first things first, we're gonna have to plug in the C11 to this part right here where the visor fits. So, you see the visor and the mouth plate? Right? Good, 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 good. That looks pretty decent. So the C110 is going to be on this side. Okay. Let's go with this one first. Lord. So much stress. So much pressure. Because these are probably the smallest pieces I've had to deal with so far. and it worked. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a bit of the head. That's the side view of it. Other side. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry, I missed out on what you guys were talking about just now. Of all the kids I made, lost like 2 parts. Woo! Real great ankle piece. Yeah. Been so close to losing parts. Let me see this link. Oh, those are beautiful. Those are gorgeous. You can't even tell that you lost parts. And then I'm actually getting back into Gunpla recently because I used to be a snap builder, but I kind of rushed them and I didn't like my results. Am I still? Well, Sergeant Funny Bunnies, this is a perfect time to get into it, considering the real grades. You know, there's a lot more detail and a lot more involvement when it comes to, and you know, pretty cheap price. And tools aren't that expensive at all. It cost me like 25 bucks for the tools. I know it's relative, but still. And yes, I saw those from the other night, D-Mock. Oh my god, I'm so jealous of your collection. But yeah, Sergeant Funny Bunnies, it's you know, the real grades are not that expensive. A lot of details, just like the master grade, so it's a good place to start. Good place to start. Alright. To celebrate that, I'm gonna need to vape. This is one of those nights where I just need to vape a lot. Alright, so we're looking for an A111 and the D132. Looking for an A111. No, an A11. I'm sorry, A11. If I can find the A11s. 910. Oh shit. If you guys could see how small these pieces are, you would cry. Because I'm about to. These are smaller than the mouth guard, like the front of the mouth guard. Oh jeez. And a D132. You would cry if you saw how tiny these things are. And D132. Alright, let's start with D132 because I feel less stressed out about it. Let's have a kill. You can see the last part on a real grade. It's on the leg that's standing forward. Right leg. I see what you're talking about now. I see what you're talking about now. Yeah. There you go, Sergeant Funny Bunnies. StarCab, thank you very much again for providing information for us. StarCab is awesome about that. So is D-Mock, actually. Both of them are very, very, very good friends of this stream. Oh man, I'm gonna cry if I mess this one up. I am gonna absolutely cry if I mess this one up. This one needs some shaving. This one definitely needs some shaving. Some shaving here too.